Anyways, a lot of things have been flying up where these Iranians are saying Black Americans are exempted. They don't have any issues with Black Americans. In fact, they are literally safe. I think I did a video about that as well. But I want us to see Black Americans' reaction in today's video. And the truth is that anything I did not subscribe to, anything I did not point hand on, anything I was literally sleeping on my own, and you started it, do not expect me to come and join you in that thing. And I see a lot of people dropping comments in my previous video saying, who told you Black Americans never sent any letter to Iranians? Iranians never said Black Americans are safe. It was just a lot of back and forth. And that is why I decided to bring these reactions from Black Americans today. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share, and credits belong to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And guys, I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing my videos, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. With that being said, let's go watch, and I'll be back with commentaries. Let's go.
Guys, happy Wednesday. Do you guys remember back when the big beautiful bill was being talked about and they were going through everything in it? Do you guys remember them saying that they were cutting out Medicare, Medicaid, and the VA benefits? That the VA, the veterans, they couldn't get their medical benefits. They couldn't get their mental health benefits and medicine that they needed to stay stable. You know, because of the PTSD that they suffered over, you know, in the wars that they've had to go and participate in. Remember how we were just talking about, we got veterans right now that are homeless. They don't have any more medical benefits. They don't have any more mental health care benefits. Remember we were just talking about that? And the administration that took all that away from them is the same administration who's saying that they finna ask you to go out and fight for them. The same administration and the leader of the administration that when the first casualty came home from the Iran war last night, when that flag-covered coffin was brought out that plane, there was no president there to salute it. But they're expecting you. This very person is expecting you to go out and lay your life down in Iran. For what? For what? They've already shown you. You see, this is what happens when people show their true colors once they feel like they don't need you anymore. See, when there was no war going on, they were telling the veterans, we taking your benefits, we taking your health care, we taking any type of financial assistance. We don't care no more. Pull yourself up by bootstraps. You getting too much money. You can't get disability and your retirement package. You can't get them both. That's too much money. This is all the things they were telling actually veterans that had already went out there to put their life down for this country under the promise of when you come back, we got you. It's so many veterans out here that have been dropped by this administration. And this same administration is now asking people to get up and re-up and go back out and do it again, to come home to face the same thing the veterans that we're watching today suffer. Who the hell is finna sign up for that? I know mine not. He can put Barron out there. He can put Don Jr. and Eric. Let them go out there. They the one making all the money from it anyway. That family has made billions of dollars in a year. Billions. It's time for them to pay up. We can't even pay our rent, mortgage, car note, insurance. God forbid something happens, we have to go to the hospital. We doomed. But you want our lives out there while the ones are sitting back here with all the money are sitting up looking at us going, and going on about their rich business. Who the hell do they think finna sign up for that? You have already shown us you will not take care of the veterans once they return home from going out there doing your bidding. You're showing us right now that when they come home, you don't even have the decency, the empathy, or compassion, or respect to come out there and receive those bodies. And you think people finna line up? Put Barron out there. Yeah. If I was anybody in this country when they talking about, if I don't see Barron and Eric and Don, I ain't going. They can't arrest everybody. But I know one thing. If theirs not out there, if their kids are not out there, if Lindsey Graham folk ain't out there, if all these other Rick Scott, all these, if y'all people ain't out there, don't ask for us. You lead by example. You believe in it so much, you make the ultimate sacrifice. Quit asking other people to do it. This y'all idea is not ours. And if it's your idea, you should back it, and you should back it with your people. If them rich folks ain't out there, mine ain't going nowhere near that motherfucker. Say what you want to say. I don't care. Excuse my language, but right about now, if Barron and Don Jr. and Eric ain't out there, don't look for mine. And I don't mean out there in the upper position. I mean where you can look down the line and see them. Yeah, just like Prince Harry was out there. He was in the Royal Military. Then the first family kids should be out here in this military. Since it's their dad is doing. Mine ain't going. I don't know about nobody else. I don't care what you say. Where theirs at. And we already know what you're going to do when they get back. So, who finna be a fool? When you done already show me what you're going to do. Once a person shows you who they are, believe them. I do. And I'm going to get on up out of here. But I got one question to ask. And this is to the MAGA supporters. Y'all sending y'all kids out there? Y'all got them ready? Y'all ready for them to be great again? Because it's going to be y'all's. It ain't going to be ours.
I am here in the beautiful city of Detroit to visit one of the incredible small businesses. But before I go in, I want to address what we learned today. Donald Trump has dragged us into a war the American people do not want. He has put American troops in harm's way. I unequivocally oppose this war of choice, and everyone should. And the bottom line, when it comes down to it, is that if we want to stop Donald Trump with this random decision that he has arrived at, then Congress must act, and Congress must act immediately. The American people do not want our sons and daughters to go into this unauthorized war of choice, and I unequivocally oppose it. Thank you.
I'm just letting y'all know, Iran said that we are safe. They're only after one person and one person only. But we are safe. Okay? All right.
What the hell you mean we are going to have some casualties? Like, what's that? What's the we all about? This is what I don't like about malignant narcissists, okay? They all do the same thing. And I wish I had the technical term for it, but they all play this game. When he wanted to be the No New Wars president, when he wanted all that credit for stopping wars and he wanted a peace prize, it was I did this. I made those commands. I am the one who made the final decision as to whether or not we should take this action. But see, when they know they've made a decision that is not good, like when they know that they fucked up, now it's a we thing. We are all in on this. We're doing this. This means that he knows he made a decision that was not good. He knows there is nothing but negative consequences that will come from striking Iran again. They said this was about making sure that they don't continue with missiles, nuclear, all that stuff. What about last year? Don't remember we struck them last year, and he said back then that everything was wiped out. We finished it. So help me out. This was an I thing, right? I wanted to do this strike. I made sure that they did not have anything else. It was my decision to obliterate everything. But now we are doing it this year. We are all in on this. And I don't like that. I don't like that. You want to send some people over there? Send ICE. You know what I mean? Y'all done sunk $100 billion into. Send them over there. Pete Hegseth can go on his own, right? Every other video he makes, this dude is doing pull-ups and push-ups, and he lifting weights. He can go. RFK Jr., right? He was just doing cold plunges and sitting in saunas and working out with Kid Rock. Send the both of them over there. But don't get up on that podium and start talking all this we stuff. This was not a we decision. This was not. This was all you. And MAGA, y'all know that this is not what you voted for. But you're in too deep. So I'm not even going to do the whole we told you so stuff because y'all don't care. You're in too deep. And for some reason, some way, somehow, you also think this is a good idea.
Bitch, you mean to tell me that Trump said, hey, Iran, y'all want a ceasefire? And Iran said, it's up and it's stuck. Wow. Y'all, I can't really say that I'm surprised, nor do I blame them, because listen, the U.S. and It's Not Real been asking for an ass whooping for a real long time. Like, they've been ready for a beatdown. And I'm so glad that Iran is finally saying, look, bitch, enough is enough. It's like the bully that keeps picking on and picking on and picking on. And finally, you get fed the fuck up that you got to show them what's up. Like, the U.S. and It's Not Real really thought they were about that life, and they were doing all this and that, right? And Iran came through, big Iran came through and said, bitch, okay, let's play. Y'all want to play? Let's play. And started for real laying hands. And I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Like, as their Black American cousins, I am so proud to see them finally standing up for themselves, as they should, because they got a right to defend themselves. Yeah, as they should. This has been a long time coming. And it's crazy that within, like, as soon as Iran starts fighting back, right? As soon as they start fighting back, Trump want to be like, oh, you want to see fire? You want to see fire? Fuck you, bitch. No. Y'all gonna take this ass whooping is what they said. Yeah, Iran. Okay.
Hey, hold up. Hold up. Shorty say that black people are cool. Iran said we cool. And I'm just like, I don't think that's how that works. I don't think it just goes like, oh, y'all, all the inner city places, y'all cool. You know, we just gonna trip off of like Hollywood and certain parts of Texas. Stop. Of course, we gotta dive into the comments. Like, so they supposed to just dodge us? It's supposed to like have some type of radar where it's like doo blacks? Nah, I don't think that's. You think the people with the, I don't know. How the bill is supposed to? Why they got Shamar just going through it? I gotta go find out what Shamar said. Somebody put in the comments what Shamar said. I think Shamar dropped a song or something, but I don't think the bomb's gonna just dodge us though. I don't think the military blacks are gonna just like be out of dodge either. I don't think they're gonna just be like, nah, don't get those guys that's shooting at us though. They cool in the game. They not on the Epstein list. They ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't think it worked like that though. I hope so. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to be in it. I'd rather not. You know, if it works that way, then fine. Hey, sign me up. Goddamn me, sign.
Congress still hasn't declared war on Iran. And I'm just confused by that, because that really means that the president is out here starting wars and starting conflicts in multiple different countries, but we're focused on Iran right now. The president is causing wars and conflicts without Congress even approving that. Without Congress even saying that we're actually going to be participating in a war. You know what I mean? And that's like how we're supposed to know. Like, Congress is supposed to basically say, so we're in a war. Like, that's what the Congress does. But we just have the president causing wars and conflicts, and then no wars are being announced by Congress, but it's like they're happening. Like, we see them happening. You know what I mean? That's basically how I know that the president, for some reason, has more power and authority than he's supposed to be having currently. And I don't know how that happened. I don't know what ended up happening, but it's also making me think about how there are two different sides of the government, allegedly. You know what I mean? Like, I realistically think it's all one entity. The government is one thing. But if we look at the two different sides, it's like neither one of those two sides are trying to do anything to basically gain control of the situation. That the president is just doing whatever he wants to do and causing chaos and conflict to a bunch of different countries, and like kidnapping leaders and unaliving cartel leaders. All of this is insane to me. But Congress hasn't announced that we're going to war, but the president has. And it's like, we probably are, because genuinely the US and Israel bombed Iran for no reason, mind you. Like, they just bombed them and then tried to make it seem like Iran did something first, when Iran was literally saying if they were messed with in any way, they would retaliate. And then they were literally provoked and targeted and harmed by Israel and the US. And so obviously there's going to be retaliation. I don't know. All of this is beyond insane to me, but it's the fact that, like, Congress hasn't even announced a war, but yet we're looking at one happening. So, like, it's like, what's going on here? There's clearly no checks and balances. There's no rules. This is a free-for-all. This nation right now is quite literally a free-for-all. And I'm not joking at all.
Anyways, welcome back, guys. And for those ones that were saying, oh, Americans are literally backing the US president and whatsoever he's doing, it simply means it's some parts of Americans that are actually backing him, not black people, not black Americans, because at the end of the day, they never choose this. And that is why black Americans keep doing videos every single time to remind Iranians that they are not included in this. They are not in support in this. In fact, they literally do not know what is actually happening. I've even seen a particular video where this black American woman said, please, whenever you want to do anything you want to do, please make sure you let us know so that we are going to show you the location that you are going to start with, right? And I've seen a lot of videos as well where Iranians are like, black Americans are literally not their problem. Because you know one thing the media has pushed a whole lot? The media has pushed that Iranians actually wanted this, that Iranians wanted this for their freedom, that Iranians have been crying and craving for this years after years. We've seen videos flying where Iranians are celebrating, blah, blah, blah. Then we're coming back to start seeing videos of Iranians saying this was actually not what they voted for. This was actually not what they wanted, for their own children to go to school and not being able to come back to them just because of WAR. It's a whole lot. And to couple with the fact that this orange man just went into the picture of doing whatsoever he wants to do without even informing the main people that he is supposed to inform, without talking to the Congress as a whole. It is that pathetic. And that is why a lot of people usually like to address him as a dictator. And at the end of the day, he will be like, he is actually not a dictator. You can check in this particular video where literally he was asking, they were asking for a ceasefire. And Iranians said, no, we are not going to accept that ceasefire. You started it. We were sitting on our own and you joined forces to start what it is not even your problem. Because, like I said, a father cannot leave his own house burning while going to the other person's house to quench the fire. We have a lot already going on in America that at the end of the day, we are looking for the Honorable Minister, sir, to be able to do one or two things, to be able to know how to sort out issues. But no, he left everything. He left his own house that is burning. And he went to the Israelis and said, now I am ready to give you guys all my support. Why? Because his name needed to be heard that during the WAR 111, this was actually the person that actually helped, blah, 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 blah. It is not making sense. And I really, really stand with black Americans that are saying it is not our thing. It is not our concern. We don't even care as at this point. We never saw this coming. We never asked anybody to go do anything for us. In fact, he did not even conduct, or how do they put that language? He did not even ask us before doing whatsoever he's doing. I stand with them. I stand with them. Because for how long do we keep waking up and making decisions without carrying people along? For how long do we keep folding hands and supporting what we knew was bad? I can tell you for a whole fact, honestly, be it the good and the bad part, WAR is not a good thing. It's not a good thing because the people that are going to literally suffer are the masses. Now, the said veteran that they actually want them to go stand, they actually want them to go fight the battles. These are the same people that most of their Medicares were actually cut off. They were cut off after everything they had to go through, after all the trauma they had to go through during the fight, blah, 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 blah. And now you still want those same people to still go and do what they needed to do. How? And that is why when I actually saw a video of, Senator Brian yesterday, I think I did that video yesterday, where he was literally being dragged out of the room because he said that this is actually not our fight. This is actually not our battle. We do not need to go for this because we are not the generators. This is not even coming to our end. The Israelis should go sort out their issues. I was like, that was what it was supposed to be. Before he was dragged out of the room, and at the end of the day, he came back, did a video and be like, he's having a mental issue, and of which we all knew that he was not just having a mental issue. Something is wrong somewhere. If you look at his posture, the way he talked, you should know that something is wrong somewhere. But anyways, who are we to tell the orange man what to do? He loves to make decisions. He loves to do things on his own. Fine. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Credits belong to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted, guys. You guys are absolutely the best. And yes, guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys. Mwah.